Well, hey everyone, thank you for joining me today. I sure appreciate you being here. If you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And to all my subscribers currently, thank you and welcome back. Today I wanted to go over a couple of things. Basically how I approach a new wash. A lot of you guys are like, well, you know, what do I do? I'm out here hiking around and I'm looking for gold. Well, you need to approach things in a certain manner that will help you be more successful. Anyway, so I just got into this wash. It's right behind me here. I've never been in here before. I saw it on Google Earth and I wanted to hike over to it and check it out. So you can see there's some bedrock and all the bedrock is down here, and that's what I'm going to focus on first. I mean, the reason why we're doing this with the VLF detector is that more often than not, there's small gold versus bigger gold. So what we're looking for are leader nuggets. We want to find out if there's gold in this ground at all. And if there is, then wonderful. Then we can come back on repeat trips and continue to find gold, hopefully. There are those 1 and 2 nugget washes. They are out there. That can also mean that the gold is so dispersed that you only find a few of the pieces, and it usually doesn't wind up being worth your time. So what we're going to do today is we'll take the VLF. Today it's the Fisher Gold Bug 2. It's the only VLF I own. So I don't have the Gold Monster 1000, but if you have that, wonderful. That was a really good choice, and that's what you should be detecting with in gullies that that you're just getting to, and you want to see if there's some gold in them. So I'm going to hunt this bedrock. There's a lot of nice little benches here and a lot of nice looking bedrock too. So we'll hunt this with the VLF, and if we come up with a small piece, wonderful. That means that we may have a shot at finding more. But it's not always like that, trust me. So let's hunt a little bit, and then and then I'll get back with you. Well, folks, I hunted a lot in this gully. There was quite a bit of bedrock, and it was pretty nice. I was pretty stoked to see all that. Really nice benches and nice, it was great. But I didn't find but, what, 2 pieces of trash, a couple hot rocks. So anyway, I think I've given this wash all the chances I'm gonna give it. It's just better for me to move on and go hit another gully. I think that's probably the best case, or the best thing to do right now. So anyway, we'll head over to the next ravine and we'll go check that out. Okay everyone, we're back in the next gully over. So here we go again. There's a bunch of bedrock, as you can see here, all lined up in there, and so it looks really good. I'm happy to see bedrock. That's what I want to see, especially when I'm hunting with a VLF. Another thing about those VLFs is I've heard people say, buy the detector that you can afford. I strongly do not believe that. I do not. If you don't buy a detector that's going to find gold, you could be walking over gold and not even know. So don't put that money towards a junk detector. Put it towards a good detector, one that you know that is proven to find gold. 2 of them right off the top of my head: Minelab Gold Monster 1000, Fisher Gold Bug 2. There's the White's 24K, but I don't really hear much about it, so I can't really say, but it's supposed to be pretty decent too. Anyway, so there you have it. Save up and get a better detector. Don't buy some $200 detector from Radio Shack. I'm telling you, you're going to regret it. You will. But if you want to be a gold hunter, you're going to need a really good VLF, and you're going to need a PI. Or you can even jump up and get one of those, you know, those really nice Minelab GPX, or there's a 6000 coming out. So you can do that too. So anyway, all I'm saying is you really want one of each. So, okay, I'm gonna go hunt this ground. I'm just gonna hunt the bedrock with the VLF. I want to find out if there's any small little nuggets here. If those leader nuggets are here, then I'm going to keep on hunting, and I can also get out the PI and look for the deeper nuggets. So it's pretty simple. There's no reason to have, you know, a bunch of silly little charts and stupid pie graphs and overcomplicate the crap out of everything. Just don't do that. Just get out here with the VLF and hunt the bedrock. And don't pay any attention to people saying cherry picking, because if you don't know what to do cherry picking, then you have no business doing it, okay? Just only hunt the bedrock. Don't worry about the other complicated stuff. It's not even important. So anyway, let's go hunt this, and then we're gonna head on over to another gully if this doesn't work out. All right. My best. I hit a whole bunch of bedrock in that gully. Man, I mean, it looked good, but it was just missing something, you know? Gold. It was missing gold. So it's time to move on. We're already over into another little area. I mean, I don't know who these people were, but man, they dug some stuff up back in the day. This is a huge trench, and it just goes right up this little pediment here. You can see, like, you can barely tell. See where my detector's at? That's a huge spoil pile just thrown out. And this is way up on a hillside. It's actually on a pediment, so it's kind of the top of the hill. But this is all a huge hole. It's all dug out. Look at this. So they punched all the way up here, and they just punched in a big line, all these huge. It's like they trenched up here or something. How neat, man. I wonder what they were looking for. I wonder if it was copper or gold. My guess would be gold, but I mean, I don't see a whole lot of copper mineralization or anything around, but I guess you never know. Yeah, isn't that something? It's just a huge hole. These are giant little pits, like giant little, yeah. They're giant. They are huge pits. And it took a long time to dig that by hand. Really neat. All right, we got to get going. I got to go find a nugget. Well, with all of our other new gullies pretty much exhausted, I came down to a gully that does have gold in it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to placer out this bench. These are some pretty big boulders here, but I don't know. I see the bedrocks right there. Then there's a bunch of big boulders, and then there's bedrock right there. So I don't know, if it's too steep, we're gonna wind up probably wasting our time. So I saw another little bench downstream too that I kind of wanted to dig out. I also wanted to go up and look for the source too, but I'm just running out of time. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But I think I'm gonna try to do some plastering and try to come up with a nugget straight away for me and for you guys. As we've talked about before, plastering is just removing the overburden down to bedrock, or removing overburden down to an area where you want to be. But typically you would want to remove it to the bedrock. And that's all we've done here. And then you just metal detect it. Simple as that. No need to overcomplicate it. Just metal detect it afterwards. If you're down to bedrock all the way, you should probably just use a VLF, as it's less likely to miss a really small nugget versus a PI. It could miss a small one. So just keep that in mind. So I just plastered out an area here. You can see it's about, what, 18 inches down or something like that. Anyway, we're getting a signal right around in there, and I'm pretty dang sure it's going to be gold. So let's find out. All right, we've dug down. Have a listen. Yeah, that's going to be gold. Dig it out a little bit here. I hope that's I hope it's a lot deeper. That would be, oh no, there's bedrock right there, so that's all right. It could still be a decent piece. Okay. Ah, bugger. I think it's going to be right in here somewhere. We'll probably have to use the scoop now. Okay, so I didn't get it out. Yeah, it'll be gold for sure. Really? Okay, come on. Okay, I think we might have it out. Yep, all right. It should be gold, folks, it should be. All right, come on. Be a 3 grammer. Half ouncer, come on. Okay, it's in there. It's in there. Oh yeah, it's gold. That's a pretty small one, but dang, man. Nice. Here's a nice little nugget for you. Check that out. Most excellent. Nice solid little bugger. All right, let's keep looking. Well, hey guys, I sure appreciate you hanging out with me today. We wound up getting that one little nugget. I guess it weighs about, what, 0.3 of a gram. Anyway, it's better than the skunk, I guess. Just don't overthink it, folks. You guys that are out there new and you're starting out, get yourself a good VLF, and I mean one that's capable of finding small gold, and you'll be well on your way. That is the most important thing. You know, off-brand or a knockoff or some other type of detector that isn't even known for finding gold, I probably wouldn't bother with it. I'd save up and buy a good machine. And we're talking about VLFs here. So another thing that I always do, and I have one in my pocket right now, it's a little test nugget. It's about a 3/10, 4/10 test nugget, and I like to bring those along, especially when I'm using the PI, because I want the best settings I can get to make that signal really nice and crisp and you know, so I can be able to hear it. So anyway, so I always have a test nugget with me. That's really important. I know people say, oh, you know, you can smash up a little piece of lead or something. That's fine, but I'd get a real piece of gold. You know, all you got to do is spend, what, $7 on it, something like that. So I think it's really important. I think you should do that. And anyway, Thanks again for being here. Hit that like button, and we'll see you next time.